guys, this is Carrie from Tone Wars. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're really excited to hang out with you and to have you be part of our community. If you like what you see here, here's a couple ways you can support the channel. We always appreciate super chats very much, but here's a couple other ways you can support the channel and get something in return other than just content. If the super chat feature doesn't work for you, or if you're watching after the live stream, Jarrod's PayPal account link is listed below. Any donation of any amount is greatly appreciated. Since the show is sponsored in part by Motor City Guitar, we've included an affiliate link below. By clicking the link below, everybody wins. You're getting a great deal on some awesome equipment, you're supporting a store that has tons of inventory and great customer service, and you're supporting Tone Wars. And on top of all of that, if you live outside of the state of Michigan, whenever you buy anything from Motor City Guitar, you don't pay any sales tax. And last but certainly not least, you can visit our website at tonewars.com. The link is below. There you will find some awesome Kemper profile packs with the tone and feel guitar players love. You will also find presets for the very popular HELIX, HX Effects, HX Stomp, and Pod Go. Alright, the show's about to begin. We look forward to hanging out with you, so grab your favorite drink and join us in the live chat.
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Hey, are we muted? I'm just turned way down.
You turned way down.
Way down! Hi, guys! Happy Sunday night.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to Tone Wars. I'm Carrie, and this is Jarrod.
Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Yes, and Divided by Time Studios. Yes, I'm Carrie is me. I could not for the life of me figure out a name for YouTube. I took weeks and we discussed it. I'm like, what should I do?
And that's all you came up with.
Well, I think it's kind of neat though.
Yeah, so much worth the wait. I'm Carrie.
I'm Carrie. It is what it is.
Oh, there's worse names out there, that's for sure.
Right. Let's say hello to some of them.
Yeah. Boy, that was... She's kidding.
I'm joking. All right, Dust Devil. Man, 6:34 he's in here. He's like, hello, echo, echo.
What's going on, man?
Frailty Liz
I
is
didn't
here.
set a time. I'm sorry. I forgot. That was the one thing when I set up the stream. I forgot to click the time, so I apologize. That's my fault.
It's his fault.
Sorry, dude.
Everything's his fault.
Everything is my fault. Yep.
CS, I'm here. No need to panic. Amazing. No panicking. Electric Gypsy Blues. He says, I'm going to guess Carrie's searching for the left shoe. Nope, I got them both.
She found them both tonight.
I found them. Steve Evenchek says, you bought the last Diezel cab, but there's more coming in March.
Sorry, not sorry?
Did you tell them you got the first one?
Oh,
like the serial number?
The amp is the first one that was off the assembly line. I got 001. Yep, it's on the box.
0001.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's the first one made. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jay from Warm Court. He says, steaks almost off the grill, glass of wine about to be poured. Oh,
what's up, Dan?
Delicious.
That does sound good.
Yeah. Sean Casey says, hi, Carrie and Jarrod and everybody.
What's happening, Sean?
Dean Harkness is with us, and
hey,
he
Dean.
is tired of the teenage background noise. He's irritated.
Irritated of the teenagers?
Irritated.
Oh, no.
You asked for it, man.
Yeah.
That's your own fault. Yeah.
Too bad they don't come with mute buttons, right?
Right.
Go ahead and do whatever you want now. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Say hi to your family for us.
Yes, even the teenagers.
Even them, yeah. Gunnerman54, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
Acoustic says his 10-month-old is swearing in our live chat.
Oh, he is, huh?
Yeah.
Swearing, huh?
I know, he says,
gosh darn it.
WTF are y'all doing? And then down here, he was like, hey, that was my 10-month-old. I didn't type that.
Yeah.
Or his grandson, not his 10-month-old, but his 10-month-old grandson. Yeah, dude, if you're his age, and you have a 10-month-old.
You're in for it.
Notice I said your age.
Yeah. Yeah, my age. I saw how you did that. I saw it.
Yeah, you did. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Brett Murphy!
Hey, what's going on?
It's been forever and a day.
Yeah.
Our first celebrity sighting at Sweetwater.
If you want to call it that.
No. That's what it's like in my head.
Yeah, she uses the term loosely. But it's almost like seeing your neighbor at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I know you.
Dude.
Stop parking your car in front of my driveway. Have a nice day. What's up, Brett? Good to see you, man.
Paul Smith. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul. What's happening?
Let's see. And then there's Dean Harkness again. Cold and Beer.
Oh, man. What's going on, man?
Electric Gypsy Blues.
Yeah, I can't wait. Next week is the big reveal of all the solos, right? Is that next week? I think it is.
Yes.
31st.
Oh, I'm excited. I've heard a couple of them.
She
good
sure
stuff.
did. Yep.
Do you have more now?
Yeah, well, not yet, but I have more coming.
Yes.
So
you got this week then?
Yep.
7 days.
Yep, I'm working on mine. So
when is the deadline for them to get them to you?
Well, probably Friday because like I need time to download it and then put it in sync.
Yeah, don't be
with
sending
everything.
it Sunday morning. Cause...
Well, if you have to, do what you got to do. But I'd prefer to have it Friday. That way I got time to kind of, because believe it or not, it takes a while to set up these live streams. So, set up all the different mixes and stuff like that. I have to download it, categorize them in a folder. Then I have to edit them. In other words, I got to render them and like put them all in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I had to burp.
Wait.
Yeah, I had to put I have to put them all in succession of each other and like name each person and all that kind of stuff. So that way everybody's got credit for what they did. So, yep.
Cool. All right, looking forward to it. Let's see who we have. Tech Death Hippie.
I can smell the smoke in this. I smoked this today. Oh, this smoked cocktail. So good.
Jason Lewis says, "What's up? Hey, dude. I've been listening to 3 old Anastasi songs I found on YouTube. Man, those are 2 gems. I would like to hear more of that on these streams." Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's on YouTube Music now. So if you have the app, which most people probably do, you can look it up and hear our songs on there now.
I scrolled down a little bit, and he said, "By the way, the vocals on the Anastasi tunes were killer, too. I didn't know y'all were both in tonight. That's good stuff. You both should be proud of these." Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we worked really hard on that stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very hard on it. So thank you.
Can you fan me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we have so many more people. We have the Axe Forever, Christopher,
hey,
Mike
what's up?
DeVroe, CS, Barry Gomez. He said you can turn up a bit. Are we soft?
Are we? So, let me.
Soft?
Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, because the guitar is super loud, but the mic. I'll just turn the mic up a bit here. That should be better. Yeah.
Scott Fulmer is here.
The mic is maxed. It's kind of far away the way we're set up tonight, so usually it's about right here. But yeah.
All right. The Axe Forever. Ooh, Aaron Lucas.
Hey.
Haven't seen you in a minute. How are you, man?
What's going on, man?
Christopher says he's breaking out the new air fryer. Ooh, he's got Catfish air fry and some good porter.
Oh, there you go. That sounds like a good Sunday night.
Electric Gypsy says he bought the damn soap.
The soap?
Yeah, the soap. Last week you were advertising, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Oh, was it the
pirate soap or whatever?
Oh,
What's
the
it?
soap.
Dr. Squatch.
Yeah, Dr.
That's
Squatch.
right.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
It's good. So I actually bought the deodorant for myself, and I love it.
It's awesome. Yeah, I bought all 3 scents of the deodorant, and I got the new peppermint soap.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
It's peppermint soap, and I was like, you might want to be careful in the basement area, a little down below the deck. It's it might be a little too exhilarating.
A little spicy.
I accidentally made that mistake in my younger years with some eucalyptus soap.
Yeah. Whoa! So awake right now.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's pretty mild.
Let's see. Let's see. Acoustic again. Scott Fulmer says he broke out the Blanton's bourbon tonight. Ooh.
Blanton's.
Yeah, Paul Smith, he's having roast beef and rum and coke. Of course. We knew that. Yeah.
Rum and coke.
Aaron Lucas, any thoughts on the Line 6 Stomp XL?
Yeah, I think it's cool. Because the Stomp is like one of their more popular smaller pedals, and one of the biggest problems they had with it was only has 3 buttons on it. So they actually made an XL, which added like I think 6 more buttons to it. I think, and I thought that was cool. Now that said, I was really hoping for HELIX 2, but it's not going to be here. Maybe next year, but yeah, if they got to do it by next year. But yeah, I think it's cool. They're really like pulling everything they can out of their current product line and just reconfiguring things that they already have. And I get it. I mean, because people, they get feedback from people. They're like, well, I really like this, but this, and this. And then they take note of it and go, all right, well, what if we did this, and this for you? Yeah. And then it solves the problem. So, and then now they have a new product to sell that people can enjoy. So I think it was smart on their part. Absolutely.
Smart on their part.
Smart on their part when they cut a fart. Leave it to me.
Let's see. Dust Devil says, I bought an EVH style 50 watt and it's on the way.
Oh, good for you, man.
Yes.
God, that's such a cool amp.
Jay, I looked for the Coppola Malbec yesterday, and they didn't have everything but. They had the Cabernet, they had the Merlot, they had the white bottle of the Diamond something or another, and...
But they didn't have that one, huh?
No, I couldn't find the Malbec, so you have to bring it Saturday.
Yeah, bring it Saturday.
Bring it Saturday.
That's your price of admission right there.
Right. Dean says there's too much estrogen up in his kitchen right now. Too much estrogen. Again, you asked for it, man.
Yeah. You need to get it. Well, they do have a dog. Is there a dog, a boy dog, or a girl dog? I don't remember.
Was it Sam? Sammy, was that the name?
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, maybe you need another dog. Like, get another boy dog.
Yeah, but if then Sammy's a girl. Samantha? Maybe it's a girl.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They're going to have other issues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, never mind. You're screwed, dude. You just got to deal with this.
Right.
At least they're awesome people, so, but I get the estrogen issues sometimes, though.
Jay said he'll bring the extra bottle on Saturday. Sweet. Thank you.
Awesome.
He also sent a super chat earlier. He wants to hear Billy Bob talks about selling his pig farm to afford the Diezel amp and cab, and talks about fly fishing along to Dream Theater. Wow, it's getting convoluted.
I got a confession to make. I had me a hankering for the Diezel amp and the Diezel cab, the matching set, because they're like twin sisters, so... And I just had to sell my whole, what was it I had to sell? My farm?
Your pig farm.
I had to sell my pig farm, so no more bacon on my plate. I gotta buy it now because I ain't got no piggies. So I had to sell my pig farm so I can get my Diezel, twin sisters. I can get the amp and the cab, and it sounds real good though. That sounds great. So it's worth it. But damn it, I miss my piggies, and I miss my bacon.
Yeah.
But
don't go baking my heart.
Yeah, that's.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day is coming up here.
That's right. So
I got him.
So in order to get my mind off of it, I gotta go fly fishing. I listen to Dream Theater while I fly fish, and I catch a lot of fly fish.
Fly fish?
Well, they fly. And now what are you talking about? Oh, fly fishing, you don't like the thing? Oh, I get it. No, I just catch the fish flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take them.
Because Dream Theater scares away all the fishies.
It's a good source of protein. Them fly thingies.
I can't believe I got you with that.
That sounds good. Yeah. So anyway, hope I earned your super chat.
David Walls, hey, joining from Scotland again. He says
what's up?
I haven't been able to tune in for a long time.
Yeah, you're forgiven.
You're here now.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Talking about your the line 6, divided by Time Studio says, I don't think they need a massive revamp for the Helix. Just tweak the amp sounds and add a DSP.
Yeah, they need to add DSP, and honestly, they need to make it a profiler.
Yeah.
Yep. If they don't do it, they're really missing the boat. I really think that profiling is the way of the future. Neural's doing it. Obviously, Kemper does it. So with the HELIX interface and I/O and all the stuff that HELIX does so well, if they add profiling to it, I just think that they're going to give a lot of companies a run for their money. They're going to up the game so much that everybody's got to go back to the drawing board. Just my thoughts, but I love their interface and I love the user friendliness of it. I mean, it's right here. I use it every day. I love it.
Kind of see it under your foot there.
Yeah, but I mean, I prefer it as a 4-cable method. I think the amp sims are decent in it. They're good, but I prefer 4-cable with real amps. But if they were to make that thing into a profiler and all the other stuff, I mean, it's a one-stop shop. It is. It's a one-stop shop for everything. I'd sell another pig farm for that.
Yeah.
Yep, and I wouldn't have broken heart either.
Dean says Simon was the dog's name.
Ah.
Yep, it's just us and a male cat. So there's 3 of you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just keep chocolate stocked in the cabinet and you'll be fine.
Yep, just keep everybody happy.
That's right. Jason Taylor is here and he sent a super chat.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
He says, I can't miss a JP2C shootout. At least I made it. Better late than never. We are always happy to see your name.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Yeah, the JP. Here's the thing. I love the JP Mark II C+. I think it's a great amp. It's definitely one of the greatest amps I've ever bought. I love it. When I play it through my Mesa cab, the 212, which is also a fantastic cab, it's got, vintage 30s, great speakers and all that. It sounded great. But when I played it through the Diezel cab, which is, you can't see it because I got
because I'm a wimp and I had to put a blanket over it.
Dude, this cab thumps so hard.
So hard.
Oh my god, it almost broke her back. I mean, it was like just a low end coming out of that thing is amazing.
Yeah, so it's right here behind this blankie.
Right there. So I got some moving blankets, to kind of match the set.
That's better than that.
They didn't have black.
Aqua.
Yeah, that thing was ugly. So anyway, but the KT100s, the G12s that are in it, I mean, the cab and the speakers combined, it took a more focused kind of sound because the JP is a little more focused of an amplifier anyway, and then when you put it through vintage 30s, which are also, they got a bit of a focused sound to them, which is fine. It's great. But then you take that same amp and put it through these KT100s, which has a wider sound. All of a sudden, that amp just comes to life. I mean, again, it sounds great both ways, but personally, I prefer it in the Diezel cab right now. It just has this big, huge sound, and it's more spread out. I just found that the G12s in the Diezel cab are more even keeled as far as the EQ. They don't have that hump in the middle where the highs are. They don't have that push. They're just a little more even, and it just sounds like the sound is like spread out really evenly, and it's got this big, fat, grainy tone, and it just sounds amazing. So I'll demonstrate that in a few.
Yeah. We are caught up on the comments.
Well, while we're catching up on more, let's hear the amp.
Yeah.
Right? Here we go.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. All right, 1 second.
It's vibrating in my chair.
I know. Guys, I'm not kidding you, man. I'm feeling it over here. It is so much great, just fantastic low end coming out of this thing. And I just found that like I said, there's not that focused sound, which again sounds great, but I kind of veering towards this cab now with these speakers because they just seem very even keeled. But that cab's it's an oversized cab, so it's a little taller and a little deeper than the Mesa cab, so it's got more resonance. And man, geez, this thing is just totally killing us right now. I'm loving it. You know.
Nice. So David Walls says he ordered one of those Wolf guitars he was talking about.
Oh.
A AAA maple veneer, Grover tuners,
Cool.
Flat C-neck, house wound pickups, made in LA, all for $5.99, shipped to Scotland with a Gator hard case.
Nice, man.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Yeah. You'll have to come back and tell us how you like it when
Yeah,
it arrives.
let us know, man.
He should. Oh, David, tell him about the writing the music over your bluesy riffs.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Can't get it out of my mouth.
Yeah. Feel free to email me.
Yeah.
My email's in the description, and I can send you the backing track if, and again, no pressure, if you want to.
No, there's pressure. I'm pressuring.
All right, the pressure's coming from this one here. So if you want to play over this kind of like, it's 2 chords. It's D minor to A minor. And it's just a cool little blues groove, and if you want to play over that and record it and send it to me, we can have it on the show.
So we've offered it up to everybody, not just you, but you haven't been here in a few weeks, and I thought maybe it would be something that you'd like to do. And then we're going to play it on the 31st.
Yes,
the show
next
on
Sunday.
The 31st. Yep.
So we'll play it. You can upload it to YouTube and as a private, and then if you want, or public, whatever you want, and then send me the link, and I'll download it and put it on the show next week, along with all the other guys that are doing it. So, yeah, I mean, you're welcome to do it. Anybody else watching right now that missed the window is welcome to do it. I just need it by Friday, or I will be doing more of these. Yeah. So I will be doing more, and they'll all be with the mixes that I have on the show that are pretty straightforward kind of mixes.
And they won't all be bluesy oriented.
No, I'll have metal
just
stuff.
What we started out,
Yeah, but you know what's cool so far is that everybody has a completely different take on it, which I like.
Yeah.
One guy went full blues, which I thought was awesome, and then somebody else went pretty modern with it. And another guy went kind of like in between. Yeah. And then a friend of mine, Steve Shaheen, is working on it right now. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be kind of a more modern take on it as well, which I think is cool. And I'm working on my own little vibe with it as well. So I don't know how, and again, this isn't a comparison or anything. It's just a fun thing for us to do. Helps us get to know each other musically. Yeah. To see like how like what, so we can have perspective.
Why you like the gear that you like too.
It gives us all perspective on where you're coming from.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zeno is here from Ireland too. Hey, Zeno.
What's up, man?
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
CS says, I like the way Carrie's hair changes color when she turns red. Just for you.
Iridescent hair.
That's funny. Jason Taylor says, I've always felt that my Mesa cab could get quite piercing depending on your EQ, but maybe this Diezel cab is a better pairing for the JP.
Yeah, I honestly think it is, dude. I really do. Like, and that's the thing. Like, a lot of times when we have an amplifier that we love, but we're kind of like, man, it's just got this one thing about it. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not the amp, maybe it's the speakers, because a lot of manufacturers make amps, and they test them in their rooms with a certain pair of speakers, and then they dial in the amp or EQ it or put the circuits in, according to what sounds good in those speakers, and that's what they have in mind, and that's why I bought that cab, because with the Diezel Herbie, that's what he told me to get, and but the thing has sounded so good with that, I was like, well, I'm going to try the JP, and I was down here writing a solo the other night, and I fired up the JP, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best this amp has ever sounded. Yeah. And I'm like, that's what it was the cab. Now again, everybody's tastes are different, but you're right, Jason, because like the JP is a big, fat sounding amp, but it also has this kind of really nice focus to it, which is great. But I feel like if you balance that focus out with a speaker that has a little more even-keeled EQ, it takes that focus and it still has it, but it also spreads out some of those frequencies and makes it sound bigger, and it just sounds amazing.
Dean says at Tone Wars, I didn't get to work on it at all last week, but he'll make it up to you. Electric Gypsy did.
No problem.
Says, Electric Gypsy it's on his channel. Are you supposed to go get it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I got to download it. Keep it up. I've watched it. I just got to download it tomorrow.
Steve Shaheen says his is not bluesy in any way, shape, or form.
I knew it.
Hi, Steve.
I had a feeling he was going to do. Steve's a very interesting player. He does a lot of the two-handed crazy stuff, and he has a very modern take on things. So I'm really looking forward to see what he comes up with as well. And I was messaging him today, and I'm like, I think my version of it is kind of sounding like a soundtrack to like The Godfather or something like that.
So it had like an Italian flair.
Yeah, it's got this Italian kind of like desperate kind of feel to it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with that, and because so far I like it. It's pretty emotional.
We haven't done anything Italian flavored. We have Spanish flavored stuff. We have
I like Italian
stuff.
food.
That's right.
Some of the best stuff. So yeah, so we're going. I went full Al Pacino on this one, I think. So it's gonna be fun.
Aw, Scott Fulmer. He said he sent a super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Again.
Thank you.
He said played a Majesty guitar for the first time this week, and I can see why it's your preferred guitar.
Oh man, yeah, these are great, dude.
And he said, Carrie, will you sing?
Go ahead.
I know, he keeps saying, go ahead, just sing.
Sing something. Come on now.
Do we have something that we can do?
Well, your mic's over there,
and
we haven't really. We haven't. What can we do? Like, I'm set up with a
Can we
metal
work
amp.
something out for next week for him? He sent a $20 super chat.
Okay, we will work something out next week for you.
We'll sing one of the things.
Yeah, maybe we can do a rendition of the song we just released in the studio.
Yeah.
We got to work on it.
Yeah.
But maybe tomorrow. We'll work on it tomorrow. We'll have something for you. We don't know what, but we will. Next week, we promise. Pinky promise.
Yeah. Remember how it goes?
Yeah, pinky promise. We'll have something for you next week.
Thanks for the request.
Thank you.
Electric Gypsy says, I want to hear it. I'm Italian.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty good. But the thing that's really interesting is like you could take one song with just 2 chords in it and send it out to several different people, and it comes back like, and it's amazing because it's like I would have never thought to do that with it.
Right.
You know,
I'm trying to remember who had the modern metal, like it was a progressive type. Mike
DeVos.
Mike DeVos. Yeah. I think I read his name earlier. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Cool take on
I think he's from Greece, if
I
remember.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
He looked Greek. You looked Greek.
You look Greek. You look like a Greek god, so... Yeah, he played like one, that's for sure. I mean, it was awesome. It sounded great. I can't wait. Like, everybody's done such a great job with it so far.
Dean Harkness says Billy Bob is great, but he kind of misses Arnold. You want the Arnold!
Don't worry. I'll be back.
Good one. Good stuff. David says, I'll definitely email you to get that track. Yeah, please do.
Sweet.
I know he's like one of our youngest viewers besides my daughter. That would be awesome.
Of course.
Well, right. Little Mr. Toddler over here. It's a giant toddler.
I am. Yeah. No, sweet, man. We're looking forward to it. And here's the thing. Like, we're going to do this more regularly. I have several mixes that are... They're just straightforward. There's nothing crazy people got to learn, and I don't mean that as a like, oh, you can't learn much. I just want to make it simple for people, so it's not like this homework assignment where it's like, oh, okay, I can play that easily, and then I can work. Then you can just work on the solo, where you can just be like, I just want to work on the solo and have some fun with that, play the rhythms, and just have have a good time with it. And again, it's fun. It's a community thing that we can all do together, and it gives us perspective on where everybody's coming from, and dude, seriously, it's fun. It's just, I mean, there's
absolutely,
it's just a great time. So
Paul Smith says he'll have. Did you catch all that?
Yeah, I did. Can you? That was Swahili,
he had
wasn't
a little too much rum and coke, and that's.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Darn it, Paul.
Type more clearly.
It's slurred typing. He said he hopes to get his done by Friday. He's still working on it. His rendition.
Cool. Looking forward to it, man.
Helix,
it's gonna be a fun show.
Helix Cabana Boy joined us. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing,
Hope you
Derek?
have a great day in Australia.
Good day, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you here, buddy.
David Walls says it won't be much more than a chromatic scale because I'm just kind of starting, but I'll give it a shot. Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Dude, we all had to start there. And this is a very supportive community, so it really gives us, again, an opportunity to hear each other and stuff. And, dude, I'm serious. Like, I've been playing guitar for a long time. And there's many times I'll play with people that have played not as long as me, and I'm like, can you play that? What was that thing you did?
Yeah.
You know, and it's amazing because we all know something that other people don't know, you know, and
I know lots of things other people don't know.
yes, you do.
Just saying.
Just saying. No, it's fun though. It's fun getting to know all that stuff. Yeah.
Return Dakota says, after watching videos, including going back to your video, I canceled my Badlander order and went with the G120. It's a beast with so many options. I think you're going to love it when you demo it.
The G120.
G120.
Is that the...
It literally just says the G120.
What is that? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with that model number.
CS says he traded my Splon Nitro for a Triatone King Kong. Thoughts, but be nice about it. Because he done traded his baby in.
Oh, who did?
CS.
Oh man, you traded your Splon Nitro for a Triatone King Kong. I think they're both great. In fact,
you have a molecular.
I have the molecular. The King Kong's supposed to be amazing though. Yeah. I think they're both good. I think.
Was it hairy?
Is it hairy? No, it's a shaver. No, I think the King Kong, I've heard really good things about them. I think that quality-wise, I don't think you're stepping down at all. It's probably a lateral move quality-wise. I think they're both great amps.
A Rev G20? Maybe?
Oh, Rev G, okay. No,
somebody
that's a 120.
Answered.
G120.
Yeah, G120, Rev G120.
No, the Rev G is a Rev G20.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a 120. Yeah, anyways.
Probably the Generator 120? We don't know.
Oh, yeah. We'll wait. We'll find out. It's probably the Mark III. If that's the case, I think that's a good move.
Return Dakota. Where are you?
It'll come.
He said that's the Rev. Yeah.
Oh.
Return Dakota. That's the Rev.
I think that he was just... Okay.
Nope, it's his comment.
Okay. Yeah. So is it? Did you get the G20? Is that it? The 20-watt Rev? That's the purple one, I think. You had that on the show. So anyways, but about the Nitro and the King Kong. Yeah, the King Kong, I think, is... I haven't played one, but I heard it's great. They're both great. My Nitro will be here shipping tomorrow, so it'll be here this week. Yeah.
Finally.
I know. Yeah, it's worth waiting for.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me too.
It's purple.
It's going to be purple and black.
Like grape purple.
Yeah,
too.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, so... but I think you're going to love it. I really do. Nick makes great stuff. I love the Triatone Molecular. I think it's a great amp. And
it is.
I've seen it inside, too. Like, we pulled it apart at a local guy's shop, Rose's shop here, and because he was, he tweaked it for me. He modded it a little bit. And we looked at it, and that thing is, like, clean. It is made very well, clean, very nice wiring. I mean, the guy makes great stuff. So yeah. Do it, man. I can't wait to hear how you like it.
Let's see. Jason Taylor says, I purchased the Premium Mesa SPAX7 SPAX. Is that what you would say? SPAX 7 preamp tubes for my JP. Looking forward to see what they do. They cut down on any microphonic noise if you use a lot of gain or use shred mode, which I don't.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't use shred mode. I just use it for demos on the amp, but it is cool to have. Mm-hmm. It's mainly made for like 8-string guitars or super low-tuned guitars. Tightens it up more, but I mean, it's cool that it's there because I think the Truch had that put on because he knows he's going 8-string this year. I know there's going to be an 8-string.
Are you going to go 8-string?
Are you kidding? Yes. Yeah, as soon as that Majesty 8-string comes out, man, I'm going to be like, pick me. I want one. I think it's going to be awesome. So.
What are you going to get rid of?
I don't know. Some of your shoes.
No way. You owe me shoes.
I'll be
you
selling...
owe me $4,000 pair of shoes. Let's see. Steve Venchek says, I ordered the G12K 100 just to try. So much better with V30s.
Yeah, they're great speakers. Like if you guys haven't tried the G12 K100s, I suggest you do. They're probably they're becoming my favorite speakers right now. They really are. They sound incredible. I love them, and they're higher wattage. So they're 100 watts each.
Paul Smith says, awesome. He can't wait to hear the Splon. So we just have a week to go. Are you going to have it by Sunday?
I'll have it by Sunday. I'm hoping to have it by Wednesday. Because he said he's going to ship it first of the week. So we'll see.
Maybe
I still got
to do the gauntlet on Wednesday.
Ooh, yes. That'd be nice.
You gotta give me some heads up.
I will. As soon as I get the tracking, I'll find out, and I'll know. So it'll either be Wednesday or Sunday. Or actually, Sunday is going to be all about the community jam, but maybe we'll have time to do some Splon stuff.
A little sneak peek.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Electric Gypsy says, I set the jam track to loop 10 times and edited out the 2 best sounding versions. I'm just warming up at 2 minutes. Oh, that was for him playing over your...
Oh, gotcha. Track. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Jay says, I retubed my Rev Generator 120 Mark III with all 2-amp Doctor tubes, pre and power. Sounds amazing and better than ever. Oops, Mark II, he says. Sorry, not Mark III.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, that Jay's amp is awesome. God, is that a good amp. And I just talked to Kyle from Rev, what was it, 2 nights ago, and he said as soon as they get one freed up, they're going to send one to me for a live stream.
This year, though, right?
It should be, I don't know, Thomas Blug. That was Thomas Blug that's going to have his Iridium X, Amp X, sometime later this year. But Kyle hopes to get me a Rev soon. We'll see. I'll definitely be calling Jay, because I know Jay's going to want to come over and check it out. That's his favorite amp.
Yes. Scott Fulmer says, buy the 8-string.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I want an 8-string. Just, if they make a Majesty 8-string, and for me to not have that would be crazy. I got to have one.
All right, we're caught
up.
Meant
to be.
You got some more music to play for
Yeah,
us?
I'm just going to play some simple stuff for you right now. I know these are mixes I play a lot, and people are probably tired of them, but I honestly did not warm up tonight. We slid into...
We warmed up.
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, but... yeah, so I'm going to do the standard fare, just so you can hear the cab, and if I'm feeling comfortable, I'll play another mix for you on some of the more difficult stuff. So, let me turn on my wireless. My battery's getting low. That's why I turned it off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second here.
Taylor. Uh-oh.
There it is. It's green again.
It's green.
Yep.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently we had a second of no stream there.
Yeah, I took mine off of my phone off of Wi-Fi. Maybe that helped.
There, I'll do it too.
Yeah. So sometimes it happens, but yeah, so that's how that cab sounds, with the JP. I honestly think that that's the best cab to pair with the JP. I really do. I mean, it's just my opinion, but I like, the funny thing is I like the Ingalls Savage better on the Mesa cab, but I like the JP better on the Diezel cab. I just think those speakers really work wonders.
Jason Taylor says there's too much gain, Jarrod.
It's too much gain.
Too much gain.
Yeah, I just feel like this is the best this amp has ever sounded. I really do. Like, the amp sounds incredible through this cab.
Jason Taylor says, you crashed YouTube.
Yeah,
your cab crashed YouTube.
Yeah, it's probably what happened. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. Like, I even got that new thing upstairs to help with the signal, but sometimes the internet's just weird, so we'll see.
They're spying on you. They're messing with you, Jarrod.
They're trying to find my secrets.
Hi, Bobby Lecky. He says, yo, I'm back.
What's going on, man?
Hi, man.
See if I'm feeling...
Dean says, even in the future, nothing works.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's the way it is, man.
Yeah, we're totally in the future, aren't we?
Yeah.
I was just reading a meme on Facebook about the Jetsons, and it said something like, everybody was always dreaming of driving a car, like the Jetsons, you know, like they fly around. Yeah, but I have always dreamed of having Rosie clean my house. But a robot.
That's about it right there, man. Yeah, that's about it.
Yes.
Mr. J.
Please come to my house, Rosie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, let me do, I'm not feeling real confident tonight, but I'll do this mix anyways, because it has this really nice part that shows the low end of this cab, so...
Good evening, J.A. Moore.
Hey, what's going on, man? So let me do that real quick, hang on. Oh, did it boot a bunch of people when it went down, or are we still...
There's 27.
Okay, is that what we had, or...
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, 1 second here. God, that one part. Ugh. You should feel the room is just. Surprised my teeth didn't fall out of my head. It's just shaking. Funny. Oh my God, my cats are probably upstairs going, oh!
It's the big one.
It's the big one, Elizabeth!
Let's see. CS says, I got my first 7-string Ibanez J-Craft coming my way. I can't wait. It'll be new territory for me.
Good for you, man. Congrats. You know, I mean...
my right ear's not happy tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The J-Craft guitars are amazing. I used to have, well, I still do upstairs. I have the Prestige, 2 of them that I'm selling. I keep getting lowballed on them. It's pissing me off.
Knock it off, people.
Yeah, it's not these guys. There's people on Reverb that are like, oh, I'll give you a half. I'm like...
What? Well, keep it for half.
I know. Like, some people, man. You know how it is. If you've sold stuff on Reverb, you guys understand how it is. You know, but they're both great guitars. I love them. But, I mean, I just, you know... I'm kind of a loyalist when it comes to guitars. I only play one kind, and because once my hands get used to them, I can't play anything else. So, but the J-Craft stuff is freaking amazing. I love their guitars. They did a great job on those. So,
hey, they liked it. The compliments are rolling in.
Oh, well,
Sean
thank you.
and Dean and Bobby Lecky.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Tyler Reed says he loves your show. It sounds badass. Oh. The JP2C is the best amp ever.
Thank you very much, and it's a great amp. I'll tell you, like, I literally, like, I sat right where you're sitting, I think it was last night, or 2 nights ago, or whatever, and I'm working on this song, playing the JP, and I'm like, I have never heard this amp sound this good, and it's the amp mixed with that cab. It's like the perfect combination, for me anyways, and I was just enjoying the hell out of it. I couldn't stop playing. I mean, I just played and played and played, and I was like, I don't even want to go to bed. I mean, I was up pretty late. I actually messaged, I emailed Jason Taylor, because I'm sitting there looking at the amp, and I took a picture of it and sent it to him. I'm like, dude, this amp sounds... I was just having so much fun playing it.
Was it like 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was that late. But it just, because I know Jason's got one, and it just kind of made me think of him. I'm like, man, I hope he's enjoying his amp as much as I'm enjoying this, because, man, does this thing sound killer. And I was writing my blues solo. So that amp sounded so good. It actually, most of the blues solo that I've been working on has been written on that. It just, oh my God, what a great amp.
Tyler Reed says, got the JP2C with the Mesa OS cab. Maybe I need to try that cab then.
The oversized, yeah. The oversized cab's great. I mean, I really do think that oversized cabs are awesome. Here's the thing, though. And again, it all depends on your taste, but Vintage 30 speakers are awesome, but they do have that kind of high kind of sound to them that cuts through a mix really well, and they sound great. But some amps, like the JP, are very focused. You know, there's a focused sound to them. So when you take a focused amp and put it through a more focused speaker, it's almost like it's too much focus.
Or there's a hole in your brain.
Yeah, and it's not bad. It sounds great, but you really notice the difference when you plug into, like, the KT100s. I mean, it sounds killer in those.
You did bug him. He said, yeah, I was going to say you were up late. It was like 1:30 at a time.
Well, emails don't wake people up.
Obviously it did.
Yeah, I'm sure Jason's like, oh my God, who's waking me up at this hour?
Maybe he has a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I apologize if I woke you up. It was just one of those things. I was like, I hope Jason, I'm just like, this amp sounds amazing. I'm having so much fun with it. So
you and your friends.
I just had to share my experience with a friend of mine. Is that such a bad thing?
Sheesh. All right, so let's see. We got to go back a smidgy.
He's not mad. He's here.
I know.
It's not like he looked at it and went, unsubscribe.
How dare you email me at 1:30 in the morning. Let's see. Dean Harkness. Wait, cats. Plural? Did you get another one? Gear's cool, but we need to know about the kitties. And Scott Fulmer says, where's Kitty Weddy?
Kitty Weddy's upstairs. I have 2 cats. I've had 2 cats for a long time. I got the old grumpy one. He's awesome.
He's not. He's horrible.
I should have named him Clint Eastwood.
You should have named him Sprinkles.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, even better. Dude, this cat is gnarly.
He's awesome.
He's gross.
Old. He's old. He can't help it.
He's got dandruff. You can see when he walks. It's like, poof, poof, poof. It's so bad. The couch is covered in it. All of his equipment.
I have to vacuum every day.
It's
otherwise
awful.
It gets everywhere.
The cat.
But Kitty Weddy is, he's my little hellion. He's the fart that lived.
Yeah. Fart that lived. Dudes, this cat, Kitty Witty, was the sweetest little foofball.
Yeah, he was.
He was like this big.
Yep.
When I found him. And I put a video up on Facebook, and Jarrod's like, I have to have that cat, you know. So Jarrod got the cat, and we thought it's going to be the sweetest little baby kitty. Freaking devil. He's a terrorist. He's awful.
Yes.
Absolutely awful. He destroyed the house, destroyed the furniture, destroyed the drapes, destroyed skin.
Yeah, he destroyed me.
Oh.
I had to get all new chairs. I had to get a whole new kitchen
table.
Set. Yeah, because of him.
Bar stools.
But we got all that taken care of, though, so he doesn't tear up the house anymore. But he's still a hellion, but he doesn't ruin anything anymore.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, when I would be here, I would be afraid to have my feet exposed. Because he would just,
up.
You know, come and attack your feet, climb up your legs.
He would climb up everybody and just be like, hey, I know you're happy to see me. Yes. And he'd claw the hell out of you. Yeah, he didn't think about, like, what he's doing to people. He just climbed up everybody. And
it was awful.
I was covered in scratches,
and
like,
then
all
he used
the time.
to suck on his tail when he was a baby.
Yeah, he'd sleep. He would sleep right here every night. And I could hear him. He would, like, put his tail in his mouth. He used to run around with a little scorpion tail.
Yes.
He'd suck on
Ew.
You know, now he's just a turd. I love him, though. He's my buddy. I love that cat.
Jerry says when pets are grumpy, they have underlying physical problems. Dude, this cat has problems.
Oh, he's fine.
Old. He's really
getting old.
He's gaining weight and stuff now.
He's still sweet. We just call him Grumpy because he gets
looks
mad
grumpy.
He gets mad at Kitty Witty all the time because he's always spazzing out on him. And he's always just swatting at him. Shut up!
Leave me alone. All right, let's see. Oh, Jason says it was no problem for him because it was only 10:30 his time.
Oh, I knew that too. Because time stuff.
Right, because you pay attention. He has 0 clocks here, like the little one on the stove.
Yeah, I have no sense of time, so
0.
It's just the way it is.
So I'm like, hey.
You can tell by listening to me play, I'm always off time. So I had a guy say that to me once in one of the comments. Dude, you should work on staying in time more. You know,
play to a click.
Okay, sorry.
Steve Evenchek says the Stealth Roadster and MT-15 sound incredible with those speakers. Best I've ever heard. Smooth, no fizz, not brittle, very balanced speakers.
Yeah, they have a nice grainy texture. I'm telling you guys, like, those speakers are, like, awesome. Yeah, really good speakers. I'm going to get one and replace my Redback in my Zilla with one of those G12s. I just think they're good. Really good speakers.
Bob, we're back to the cat for 1 second. Oh, Scott Fulmer says, no damn cats for me. Yeah.
They could be a lot of work sometimes, but the problem is once you fall in love with them, you're screwed. You're like, oh, guess I'm scooping your crap every morning and feeding you.
Bobby Licky says, how to tame a wild cat. Put a cat biscuit in the bag of an open back cab and wait for the intro. Only kidding. Why are some cats antisocial?
You know what's funny is Kitty Witty will come down here. I'll leave the door open sometimes, and he'll come down here and sit like right here while I'm playing, or while I'm waiting to start a mix or something, and then he'll be like looking at me like, cool, we're gonna hang out. And as soon as I start playing, he's out of here, man, because it's loud.
I said that wrong. I said how to name a wild cat, and it's tame. How to tame a wild cat. Yeah. Let's see. Paul Smith, I'm not hearing any fuzz. Electric Gypsy Blues. A blues guy here in Chicago has a song named Two Cats, but it's not what you think. Jim Fisher. Hey, man, haven't seen your name. He says, okay, gotta ask for an opinion. I have an Archon and a 153. And Kemper, but lately thinking of trading my Kemper for a JP Boogie amp or another high-end tube amp. I don't play out much.
Let me read this.
Yeah. 759, Jim Fisher.
And I think he's 5153. I think that's what he meant to type. Not at. And 51. Okay, so 5153 and a Kemper, but lately thinking about trading my Kemper for a JP Boogie, or on the other hand. I honestly, if you don't play out much, I mean, that's the same with me. We obviously with the lockdowns, we haven't
Michigan's still closed.
Yeah, Michigan sucks. So even when it's open, it sucks. Yeah, like all the amps here, I don't regret buying them because if I was to play out, I mean, I'd probably bring one, but I mean, I might bring my Kemper or whatever. But it's easy for me to say because I don't, I'm not dragging amps around. But if you're looking to stay home and play a cool amp, I mean, the JP is definitely a killer amp to own. It's kind of legendary, and I think it's like one of the holy grail amps out there. So I lots of options. I mean, you got a killer clean channel and 2 awesome high gain channels and shred mode if you need it, and just slam it with an overdrive and you're done. Some of the best lead tones out there come from that amp, and I've seen Dream Theater several times now live, and John Petrucci, by far out of any show I've ever seen live, has the best lead tone ever. No one has a better lead tone than him. So I'd say get the JP. Absolutely.
Let's see.
Yeah. Anytime somebody says, should I get a GP? I'm just going to say, yeah. Yep.
Dean says his male cat, his name is Bones after the Star Trek character.
Oh.
My wife's a nerd.
Bones.
I like Star Trek too. We could be nerds together. Let's see. Jerry W32 watching, only 11 likes. Hit the like button.
Oh, please,
yeah, you
thank
can X out of the live chat and then hit the like button and go right back into the live chat.
Please and thank you. We appreciate that. Maybe we should do another mix.
1 second. Cold and beer. Back in the day, around 2000, rode my GSXR to my local music shop. He rode it? And got the John Petrucci guitar lesson video on something called the VHS tape.
Oh,
Hauled
yeah.
it back. I held
that.
it in my front hoodie pocket.
Rock Discipline. Yep, I have the DVD. And boy, is that a great freaking... well, I could probably play like 3% of that whole DVD. John's like, yeah, here's how to do this. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, maybe in 30 years.
Nice. All right, play your hearts out.
Well, I haven't done this one in a while. See if I can still do this one. All right, 1 second.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played that one.
Yeah, it has.
It's been a while since I practiced it, too.
Good stuff.
That's a gnarly one. That slams hard. In the intro, you know, it's just so, like, bombastic. I love it. That's a challenging solo, too. I gotta practice that one more.
Martin Shelton says, are you running 4-cable with the HELIX at the moment?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Have any anti-noise tips? I try running the HELIX with my Archon. The FX always seems to be lacking in 4-cable.
Okay, so what I would suggest you do is I have 2 effects loops, or 2 effects loops. I have 2 noise gates. One is directly after the overdrive pedal. Whether it's, I'm using a real overdrive pedal, but even if you're using a digital one, put a noise gate after that, and then after your loop as well. But make sure the noise gate that's in the loop is before your effects and not after them. Because if it's after them, it'll shut down all the repeats. So you want it before the effects.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's how I have it, and it works fine. You know, I haven't had any issues. In fact, watch me make a fool out of myself, but
yeah,
that's as loud as. And dude, I'm not kidding you. It is loud in here. I have the volume on my JP at 11 o'clock. I mean, I'm not kidding you. When we go live, like we use in-ears. I better turn this down before I. Well, we use in-ears, so we don't. It seals out the sound. You know, we just hear what you guys are hearing. But I'm not kidding you. It is freaking louder than balls down here. So for it to quiet the amp up that much, that's pretty good. So that's what I would suggest. And I actually, if you go on my website at tonewars.com.
Not if you use that peppermint soap.
yeah, exactly. Depending where you put it. But if you go on the website at tonewars.com, I actually sell a preset that's already set up that way for HELIX 4-cable method, and it has, you know, all the stuff in it that you would need. So, you know, in fact, I updated it, I think, with the new Horizon drive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I updated it. So go ahead and get that, and that should take care of it. You might have to fine-tune it for your amp and your volume and where you're at in the room, but, I mean, at least it's a good start for you.
Yeah. So Jason Taylor asked us what our musical influences are. Obviously, yours is
Good
John
question.
Petrucci, but...
No. I can keep going, but I'll let you do your thing. You want me to do it? Yeah, do your thing, and then I'll...
So I don't... Some of you might have heard or not, but I grew up in a super ultra-religious family. I was not allowed to listen to rock music when I lived with my parents. So I missed the first time around a lot of... I was born in 1975, so all of the awesome 80s music was popular when I was growing up. But I did have a chance to go back. So I basically listened to, like, show tunes and classical church music and stuff up until the end of college or whatever. But I mean, Julie Andrews, man, her voice is... He's going, oh my gosh. But you know what? It has a place. She was a musical influence of mine from my youth.
Tea with jam and bread.
But once I got out under my parents' strong
I never saw
roof,
that movie.
you know, I loved Pat Benatar. I loved Celine Dion and Whitney Houston and Heart, and you know, then more recently, obviously not recently, but Firehouse is probably one of my favorite, early 90s kind of heavy rock music, and Scorpions, things like that. But I love Within Temptation, Delane, Camelot, those. Also from back in the 90s, like Garbage, Shirley Manson from Garbage, and Gwen Stefani from No Doubt. Those are just some of the people that I've really enjoyed over the years. And I know that yours are much cooler than mine.
Oh, no. They're just different, you know? I mean, the person that made me want to play guitar first was Alex Lifeson. So it was Alex Lifeson, Rush. I got into Rush, and I was like, oh, my God, the changes and the twists and the turns and all the different things they do. I thought Alex Lifeson was like the god of all guitar players. Now, I still think that he deserves his place amongst the guitar player gods out there. I still think he's definitely one of the best guitar players, underrated guitar players out there. Great writer. I mean, his solos were all very interesting. They're not your typical guitar solo, so I stole a lot of his patterns, like his ways of curveballs, and who would have thought of doing that? I love that. But then I discovered Eddie Van Halen and thought, whoa, what the hell? Wow, what's this? Eruption, Ain't Talking About Love, all that stuff. And he was somebody that made me want to play even more, and he definitely leveled me up a little bit in some other ways. And then Brad Gillis with the whammy bar. All my whammy bar antics are Brad Gillis and Steve Vai. That's where I get all that stuff, I love the flutter and all the crazy ways you can use it, and Brad Gillis is definitely the king of using a whammy bar, and Steve Vai is probably right up there with him. And then I started discovering, I was into prog big time, and then when Dream Theater came out, I was sold out. John Petrucci is there's no, in my mind, I don't care, specs, stats, whatever, but John Petrucci is the best, top of the line, well-rounded, most melodic, but also technically gifted guitar player out there, period. I mean, he is
wasn't
awesome.
Jason. Who asked? Scott Fulmer. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You do have a few scars.
Yeah. It wasn't. It was Scott Fulmer. I'm really sorry, man. You wanted to know, not Jason Taylor.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, all that stuff. So, John
I had
Petrucci,
an ex that was totally into Dream Theater.
Yeah.
That was the early stuff. He introduced me to
carnival music.
The whole where they would break away and do the whole little carnival music interludes, and I hated it. Hated it. I had to sit through that stupid music. So here, got rid of that dude, and I'm thinking this is out of my life forever. And then I meet this dude. And he's like, I love Dream Theater. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again.
There's no escape.
But honestly, I like their newer stuff a lot better than I like the old
They
stuff.
even admitted that some of their earlier stuff was a little gratuitous, but, you got to grow and learn and stuff. But, yeah, I still...
We were there ourselves. Remember when we listened to stuff?
Oh, my God.
We just put our old Rain CD in the car the other day, and we were like, what were we thinking?
Is this song over? Even we were annoyed with ourselves. Can we just end the song, please?
Why did we do that?
Oh, God. I can't... We were even talking about, can you imagine the mixing guy? Really? Another one. Okay.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, and
another change.
Right. Okay,
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
My Aunt Debbie said Rush was her first concert.
Yeah, they were amazing. What a great band they were, man. Gosh. Sorry, I heard 2112, and I was like, holy crap. That sold me right there on Rush. And then when Moving Pictures came out, I was like,
yes.
What the hell?
And don't hate me, because again, I do like them now. I like their new stuff in the last, what,
Dream Theater?
10 years?
Yeah.
8 to 10 years. Good stuff. Before that, I was like...
Well, you're just being honest. It's okay. That's what we're about, man. Just being honest. That's what we do here.
Let's see. Jason Taylor liked the lead tone on that.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I can't take credit for it, but thanks.
Vince
freaking killer amp, man. It's probably the best lead tone I've ever had. Is anytime I play through this, I'm like, oh my God, can the notes be any sweeter? I mean, they're so good,
Vince Vegas says, thanks for the gate knowledge.
Oh, you're welcome.
Martin, thanks a ton. Great tips. Really want to use my Archon with the Helix. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome.
Dean says that's another thing I have in common with his Emily. Funny because her dad's so cool. It was the evil stepmother, which he later ditched. The Chicago Todd is with us.
What's up, man? Better late than never. How you doing, Todd? Good to see you here.
Jason Taylor says, how sick is this? Now I'm purchasing Dr. Squatch soap and deodorant because of you. What are you going to sell me next?
Dude, I'm telling you, I have the best smelling armpits in the country right now.
No, I do. I like this one better.
I like this scent too.
It smells like tissues.
We're going to have armpit wars.
I I like the bay rum better.
Get the bay rum.
Bay rum.
It's so good. It smells like you just walked off of a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Like a clean one. Some cruise ships, they have issues, but
Alrighty.
like it smells like an island. It smells so freaking good. It's amazing.
Oh, Christopher, he says, no joke, my guitar inspiration was Ralph Macchio in Crossroads.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I watched that scene between him and Steve Vai. I'm not kidding you, at least 1,000 times. That whole, every time it comes on, like, you know how you scroll on YouTube and they're like, oh, there it is.
There it is.
It was just 2 days ago. I was scrolling YouTube and it popped up and I'm like, well, I have to watch this now. And that scene was so amazing. You know what I'm talking about, right? The showdown? Oh
yeah,
my God.
He says, later in life, I learned that it was Steve Vai I was actually hearing. As a kid, I was wowed forever. That duel still gives me chills.
Yeah, it's same here, dude. I was in a band with a guy that could play that duel.
Wow.
The duel, yeah. I was.
Duel.
Yeah. and it just made me sick. I'm like, oh my God, how could you do this? You know, and he picked every note, and he was like, oh my God. Yeah. I never could play that.
Vince Vegas, during the song Black Sabbath on the Speak of the Devil upload here on YouTube for X is so killer.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Fulmer, Rush Moving Pictures Tour 1981.
Dude.
Vince,
did you see the Time Machine tour? I was at that when they played Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yep.
Jerry W. What are your thoughts on Steve Clark and Ace Frehley? Frehley. Frehley.
Yeah, Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Steve Clark and Ace Frehley. I'm not a huge. I'm not super familiar with Kiss. I know who Ace Frehley is. Obviously, honestly, I don't know who Steve Clark is. So I really.
You got the Google machine.
You have to regale me on that one. I don't know. Maybe he replaced him, or I'm not sure. Yeah. Good question.
Jerry's gonna unsubscribe now.
Yeah.
Done.
You stumped me.
Not a Kiss fan.
But
done.
I'm a Kiss fan. I'm just not super like into them.
Sure.
You know, I like them. I like what they do.
Yeah, same.
Detroit Rock City. How can you not like that song? I mean, a freaking killer song. So, but yeah,
and their bodysuits, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not super familiar with like different member changes over the years or whatnot. So sorry, I don't know.
Scott Fulmer says he was at the Time Machine tour.
Oh, that was such a great tour. Oh my God, it was so good. I always wanted to witness the Camera Eye live. And I was just sitting there with my eyes closed, just sitting there like literally like this, I have my arms on the chairs, and I'm just sitting there all by myself, just listening. Oh my God, this is so good, because that song belongs in a live setting. It's such a big song. And I just couldn't believe it. And I was sitting on the side so I could actually see Alex go up to his tech and change guitars. And he's such a clown. Like, every time he goes backstage to change something, he was messing with his tech. He took his hat off and threw it one time. And it was just dumb stuff like that. His tech would hand him, like, his acoustic, and Alex would grab his hat and throw it. And tech's like, you know, Alex is a big goofball, you know. And he actually, in that tour, they were doing 2112 stuff too. Because they didn't just do Moving Pictures. They played a lot of other songs. Yeah. But he actually ran up to Geddy's mic a bunch of times and sang some of his lines. It was kind of funny.
You know, another cool band. They're not like super recent or anything, but it's Muse. MUSE.
Oh, Muse, yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with them at all, but
I think
super cool.
Yeah.
They put on the best concert I've ever been to. It's kind of like going to a Cirque du Soleil event type thing. There's things flying through the air and all kinds of digital displays and just really great showmanship, great musicians. Their bass players on point too. Such a great band. Check them out on YouTube if you haven't already.
Yeah, they're good. I forgot to mention Circus Maximus too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jeez.
Circus Maximus. What's the album with the
9?
9. That's the favorite album so
far. Look up Circus Maximus album 9. It's just called 9. Yep. And they spell it Nine, and every song on there is perfect. And them and Pagan's Mind too. I love Pagan's Mind. The guitar player is amazing. The whole band's amazing. I love that band. They actually have an HD concert on YouTube. You can watch the whole concert, and it's definitely one of the best sounding and looking concerts you'll see in that genre of music. It's so good.
Let's see. Paul Smith-Steve I played the devil's part. Macchio's parts were played by Arlen Roth and Ry Cooder.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Dean Harkness, okay, telling on myself. Way before the metal stuff, Richie Sambora, who I learned was Randy Rhoads' fan, so that made me feel better.
Yeah.
You big dummy. Hey, how are you doing, you big dummy?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Let's see. He says, I've read from warm-up bands' comments, Rush went up to their hotel rooms right after concerts and went to bed. No parties.
Yeah, they were not the partying type. They just hung out in their hotel rooms. They were the most boring, nerdy guys ever. And in fact, Geddy Lee told a story once in one of their movies that was the case. And they used to wear robes, these Komodo robes or whatever, on one of the pictures of their albums. They were all these white robes. And they were opening they were on tour with, I can't remember the name of the band, but they called him Glee. And so they nailed a pair of slippers in front of Geddy Lee's mic on the stage, and he goes, "These slippers are for your robe, Glee." It was a band with an English accent, whoever it was. I think it was Uriah Heep. It was Uriah Heep. And he nailed a pair of slippers in front of Geddy Lee's microphone, and Geddy Lee's like, "Dude, what's that all about?" He's like, "They're for your robe, Glee." Oh my God. And they surpassed everybody. Rush was like a force to be reckoned with.
Well, and it just goes to show you how you live your life is important.
Yep, so stay in your hotel rooms.
No partying.
And wear robes, and you're going to make it.
Jerry W. says Steve Clark is the Def Leppard guitarist who drank himself to death.
Oh,
On the other end of the spectrum.
Oh.
He said you should check out the early Def Leppard album, High and Dry. It's from '81 and is relentless hard rock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm very familiar with that album. Yeah, so it crossed my mind that you were talking about Steve Clark, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's really sad that some of these guys have done that to their lives. I mean, it's like the thing that I think is sad is when you have a charmed life, right? Yeah. I mean, you go out and you become very successful in whatever it is that you do. But for the sake of the topic, we'll stick with music. So let's say you're a very successful musician. Why would you want to risk flushing all that success down the toilet by doing all of that stupid crap and ruining it?
It's just wisdom. I think when you're young, I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm totally pulling it out of thin air. But when you're young, you don't know what you have to lose. Yeah, it's true. You get caught up in it. I mean, if we were to, be signed and end up being able to tour the world in our wildest dreams or whatever, like we have the wisdom to know better.
Yeah, I wouldn't be out doing dumb crap. I mean, because the thing is like, it's funny, like any kind of success that I get now with whatever it is, whether it's YouTube or my pressure washing business, I'm always hanging on tighter to it and not wanting to jeopardize that. Where you're right, like when you're young, you think you're invincible and you do dumb crap, and then because you haven't lost enough in your life to realize what it's like to lose things and to know that one mistake can cost you everything.
And it's not necessarily across the board. Maybe there were some people that were responsible in bands, but just saying kind of as a general statement, I would imagine that that's what it was. They were just too young and got excited and it was available. And
I just think you should, I mean, if you got that much going for you, you should really cherish it. And whether or not you're going to, screw up your career or end your life horribly, with bad decisions. Either way, it's bad. So, like, I think people should just make better decisions. Like, it's funny, like we were talking about Dream Theater earlier. Yeah. I met them at Backstage Pass or whatever, a meet and greet or whatever you call it now, a couple years ago. And these guys, I mean, it was the most non-party atmosphere ever.
Oh, it was super.
They sit at a table, they come in, everyone's like, yay, they sit down, and they just talk. Like, you could talk to John about barbecue, beard oils, whatever, and it's like just chocolate cake, whatever, and all the guys, you just kind of hang out and talk to them, And there's not like this, like, let's get drunk, and, it's not like that at all. And these guys have all, like Mike Portnoy said, I know he's not in the band anymore, but he said at one time, he said, we're one of the few bands out there whose all the members have never been divorced. Like, we're all still married to the same people we married before we started this band, and even some of us got married during the band, so it's like we're all still married, the same people. And it's because they made good decisions, they went out and and
they want you to shut up, or a couple people do.
Oh, okay. All right.
Some of them are very involved, but let's see, what is his name? Bobcat's like, yeah, ding dong, I only want to hear you. And let's see, somebody else wanted to hear a freestyle, but that was way before. Cold and Beer, can we get a freestyle jam?
Oh, freestyle jam. I don't know. What do I have? I don't know. Not with this guitar I could do. I'll just do some dumb crap. I'll do some riffs or whatever. Hang on one second. I gotta turn my wireless back on. The battery's almost dead on this thing, so... okay, I'll shut up and play. Thank you. Well, if I haven't. Yeah, it's another one of those ones that if I don't play it every day, I forget stuff. I'm working on. See, the thing is, I'm working on 4 new solos right now. So, like, I have to literally
sort it out in your brain.
Yeah, I have to sort it out. Like, I literally before I play live, I have to play each song 3 times, and that's to me that's a warm up. If I do anything less than that, I haven't warmed up because I have all these riffs and all these different things that I'm working on right now for these other 4 songs that I'm writing, and I'll get things mixed up, and I'll sit here and get caught up and go, wait a minute, what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to... And then I'm always second guessing everything. So unless I do it 3 times, I can't play it live without screwing it up. I suck, Maybe it's because I suck. Maybe I'm not good enough.
That's what they say
I don't know.
there. You're not sucking.
Well,
your big dummy likes it. I'm gonna just Quarev.
Oh, what's up, man?
Killer Shred Man, beautiful tone.
Thank you, that guy.
Yeah,
dude, you need to email me and get on this. If you guys really want to treat, you got to hear this dude play.
Yeah.
Holy crap, this dude's sick. You owe it to the world, dude. You got to email me and I'll send you that track because you should be on that. This guy is freaking killer.
Yeah.
I want to take lessons from that guy.
Well, tell him what you want him to do.
I want him to play whatever the hell he wants over that track.
So, Jarrod, he has a backing track, just background music that he played, and next Sunday we're going to play them back, but we want you guys to write a solo, write anything, do anything over top of it.
Whatever you want.
Upload it to YouTube, make it public, make it private or whatever, but Jarrod will download it, and then we're going to play it on the show next Sunday.
Yeah, so you got to email me the link.
If you want to get in, email him, let him know you want the link. He'll send it to you, and then...
And I need the song done and uploaded and emailed to me by... Friday would be optimal, but Saturday's fine, but try to get it to me by Fridays, because I got to download it and put it in get it ready for the show. But dude, you guys are, you're in for a treat with all these guys, but Guarv is like, this guy is next level ridiculous. But that, yeah, he makes me look like I just started playing guitar like a week ago. Aww. Seriously, this guy is freaking good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you owe it to the world, bro. You should be on this. And you're so good, I know you can come up. This guy could literally ad-lib over this thing with one take.
Yeah.
And it would be amazing.
There you go.
So.
The challenge is put out there, Garba.
You gotta do it now.
Electric Gypsy says, who caught that Eric Johnson action? Did you put some Eric Johnson action?
I don't know. There might have been some stuff I stole from him on that. But, I started forgetting some of the solo towards the end. I'm like, how do I play this again? I'm not kidding you guys. When I get involved in writing stuff, I literally have to remind myself what I did on each one of these mixes. Like, you know what I got to start doing is making it a point, and I did for a couple weeks. I made it a point where every morning with my coffee, I played every one of my mixes 3 times each. It was just my routine, and then I got away from that, and now I'm like, when I have to play these live, I'm always like, but I haven't played that in 3 weeks.
Right.
But I played it 100 times, so I should know it, and then it comes up, and I'm like, well, and then in my mind, you know what I should do for fun?
For fun.
And I thought about this because, like, when I watch my shootout things where I just play and don't talk, the stuff, I should put little things up that go through my head while I'm playing.
Yes.
You know, like
bubbles.
literally what I'm thinking while I'm playing. Like, oh, nailed that, but oh, don't screw this part up because then you have to redo the whole thing and you probably won't nail that again. And the stuff that goes in my head is like so bad. You know, when I'm trying to do these songs.
I don't know what is up with my ears tonight. They are not happy.
Wow.
Both of them.
Well, if I play again, they're really not going to be happy because it is loud in here. So you'll have to put them back in if I play again.
Maybe if I have earbuds or earplugs somewhere.
Yeah.
Check my little...
Check your thing.
Yeah, my ears are ringing. And
really?
Yeah, they're just super uncomfortable.
It's weird, man.
Oh. Don't see any.
Well, if you put them in, they'll at least block out all the noise.
Yeah, but they're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got earplugs? Yeah, there you go.
I only have one. Just one.
I don't know what to tell you.
Earplug.
Yeah, I almost want to do that thing I just did in the mix.
Well, I'll put them back in and then take them out when you're done. You want to do it?
I don't know.
Guarv, I'm probably...
Squarv.
Guarv.
Guarv, yeah.
Just Guarv. I can say
Guarv,
that.
Yeah.
He said thank you. It means a lot.
Well, email me, and tonight I'll send you that mix.
Yeah, his email is in the description.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, email me, dude. I want to send that to you. And you guys, like I said, you're in for a treat for all these guys. There's a lot of these guys worked really hard on this, and I'm honored to have them on here and do this. And I think it's really cool that people want to participate. You know, I really do. And there's something we can all learn from each other. Yeah. You know, when you watch someone else play the same song that you just played or someone else just played, and then you can see how what their interpretation of it was. And then you could be like, I never thought of that concept.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're stealing riffs, even though music's the art of thieves, steal all the riffs you want. You know, but you're taking concepts and going, I didn't know that you could do that and have it work, you know. It just opens us up to new things, you know, and that's really what it's about, you know. I'm all about that stuff, so.
Well, let's see, Dean Harkness, Guarv, have anything on your channel? Oh, does he have a channel?
Oh yeah, I know he's on Facebook with stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so. Yeah,
It was super lonely sharing the Tone Wars thing tonight. I was just like,
can't
we're
tag
live,
me.
but
Yeah.
no Jarrod.
Yeah, I'm trying to concentrate more on the channel and stuff like that, and getting rid of some, distractions, and just trying to be more focused on certain things in my life. So it's helped a lot. So
Yeah.
it's been great. Do it.
You big dummy says, I like this show.
Oh, thank you.
We like the show too.
Yeah,
and we like having you here.
Exactly. Well, let me see how far I can screw this mix up real quick.
Let me get these in. Sorry.
It's okay.
My ears don't.
I gotta hurry up, get this done before my battery goes dead on my in-ears or my guitar thing.
That's
wireless.
all right. The sooner we're done, the sooner we get to have our yummy food.
Yeah, we get to eat. We'll do this, hang out for a few more minutes, and we gotta go cook.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Dude, I'm telling you guys, seriously, like, I have never, ever in my life enjoyed playing through the JP Mark II more than I have these last few nights through this Diezel cab with, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the cab or it's the speakers or a combination or whatever, but if you haven't tried, the G12 KT100s, you are missing out. I think they were meant for this amp. I really do. This is the best this amp has ever sounded. In the room and mic'd up. I absolutely love how this sounds right now. I mean, I feel super confident playing it. You know how when you're playing, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you're playing an amp and everything just sounds incredible, you feel invincible. You know, even your mistakes, the tone is good. You know, you're like, so what? I hit a wrong note, but you hear that tone? The tone coming out of this with that combination, oh my God, it's just incredible. What a great freaking companionship between these two products here. Killer.
Jason Taylor says he likes the tom and snare in the backing track. Was it live tracked, acoustic drums, or plugins?
Oh, good question. So where I go, it's just really easy to do. I think it's Get Good Drums. I think that's what he used on it. So they're all programmed on the backing track. I mean, look, I'll say it. I mean, when I go in the studio to record all of these songs so that I can perform them live on the show, we use Get Good Drums. He puts his magic on them and makes them sound even bigger and fuller and all that stuff. And sometimes he'll play bass on it or program it, because the main part of it is I want a good, solid, bombastic, amazing sounding backing track so that whenever I play over it, it has to keep up with that as far as the tone goes. So it challenges my gear and my playing, and I want good production for the show. So now that being said, he can record drums, and I've actually seen his recordings with or heard his recordings with real drums, and they sound just as good. It's hard to find a drummer that's going to come in, set everything up, learn the song, play it how I need him to, and then, you know what I mean? It's just easier to go in there and just have the drums programmed, and I mean, I can be out of there in an hour or two and have 3 songs that are done,
Jason says, cool, I have all the Get Good drum libraries, so.
Oh, it's great stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy he adds his magic to it. I mean, they're just good raw drum tones. He probably adds some compression and some EQ. I don't know what he does, to be honest with you, but man, they sound killer. They really do.
James Miller says that cab makes the JP sound like a different amp. It's really cool.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize the amp. I fired it up the other night, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to my amp? And I kind of like it. It's like the Steve Austin version. It's like better, stronger, faster. I mean, it just, I didn't change any knobs or switches, anything on it. It just sounds amazing,
Dean Harkness says, I tolerate my day job, but this is what makes me happy. As a player and a fan of music, listening to Jarrod wail and talking gear with everyone is refreshing.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Having you here is refreshing to us. It's seriously, like, it makes our week. Like, when we get to come here and go live on Sunday nights and hang out with you guys, and then when I go live on Wednesday nights, and Carrie sometimes will join me then as well. But there's days, honestly, where we both had a rough week or a hard day or whatever, and we go live and you guys bring us just as much joy and like, you know what I mean, like it's almost like when you get done you're like, wow, I feel like a whole new person right now, and it's because of you guys. So we really appreciate that very much.
Absolutely.
And plus this is a great excuse too for me to keep my chops up. Because like I gotta play live in front of you guys and I don't want to sound like crap. So I have a goal, I have a goal to keep my chops up and keep writing and keep going in and coming up with new backing tracks and new songs for you guys. I like it. I don't look at it as a job. It's a challenge, but I like the challenge, and it actually keeps me sharp and gives me purpose. So, and I think
hopefully it gives you income.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, someday. But for right now, I'll take purpose, and then hopefully the money will come. But I mean, honestly, a big part of it's just my passion for just trying to evolve as a musician and keep putting out the best stuff that I can, And if it wasn't for you guys being here, honestly, I just thought of this, but honestly, all the stuff that I've been playing on this show would have never happened if it wasn't for these live streams. Mm-hmm. So I owe it all to you guys. If it wasn't for you guys being here, none of this stuff would have ever happened. So I appreciate it.
Christopher says, this is like a family gathering I actually look forward to. Right?
We all know how those go sometimes, right? Oh, great. Uncle Bob's here again. If he tells that joke one more time.
Jason Taylor says, I have both a Mesa 4x12 oversized and a 2x12 vertical cab.
Nice.
So I may need to look into these speakers with my JP2C. I wonder if mixing with the V30s would sound good.
Yeah, you might want to try one and mix them and see how that goes. Or, I mean, dude, I'm not kidding you. Like, I love my JP, you know that. But I love it even more now. Like, I'm, like, totally, like, all about this amp. Now, here's the thing. Again, like, these speakers just have this really great kind of vibe with that type of amp, But when I play my Ingalls Savage through it, it does sound great, but I prefer the Ingalls Savage with the Vintage 30. So it's all just kind of, what you like. But it's like a really good speaker to change. And I watch another guy's channel. I wish I knew his name. He's from Germany. He's a great dude, has a great channel. And he actually did a show about that. Like, he did an episode about, it's not your amp, it's your cab. And he's like, why get a new amp when you can spend a lot less and just buy either new speakers or a new cab? And he showed how different they all sounded. And you didn't recognize the amp anymore. And it was just really cool how if you just get some different speakers, how it makes you think you have a different amp. And it actually feels differently, too. So
Steve Evenchek says G12K100 are $119 a piece. Just put them in a cab you have if you don't want to get a diesel cab.
Yeah, and you save the money.
You Big Dummy says, I'm stoked to be getting my Omega Ampworks 2x12 loaded with a DV77 Mick Thompson speakers.
Those are next on my list, man. I want to try those so bad. I got a cab upstairs that are just waiting for those. Yeah. Yep.
Show me the beast. Where do I send my invoice for services rendered?
For services rendered.
Steve Evenchek, you Big Dummy, Mick Thompson uses the G12K100 always until the DV77 come out. I bet they are voiced the same with some minor tweaking. That's what makes Slipknot heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, those speakers are supposed to be the next big thing, so we'll see,
Dean Harkness, I have a Marshall 1960 AV with V30s. Great sounding cam, but I'm thinking about either swapping out a couple of speakers or starting all over.
Yeah, try like an X pattern with something different and see what that gets you,
Show me the beast. URM. URM is the channel that made the video he talked about with the speakers.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, that guy is awesome. He has a lot of great content, and I've enjoyed a lot of his content. He does a lot of like scientific like testing of things and really cool like I wouldn't say shootouts but comparisons so that you can make decisions, and he's a very good engineer, so like the production value is very good. You can trust what he comes up with there. And I think Jay turned me onto him, Jay from Warnport. And he's just very straightforward, like just shows you everything and just, lets you make up your mind. And so like I said, though, like the G12s are sick. They're really good. And I'm such a loyalist with a lot of gear, like it was hard for me to go, I don't know, I love my vintage 30s, but man, as soon as I plug these in, I'm like, whoa, like, okay, I think this is going to be pretty cool. And sure enough, man, with different amps, they either improve it or they sound great, but I might prefer the vintage 30s. But so far, honestly, I'm surprised Petrucci hasn't switched to these speakers, because I really think that this is the best the JP has ever sounded. My opinion, but it's the way it is. But yeah. Anyways,
Dean says, according to Eminence, you want to keep within 3 dB of the ratings so one doesn't overpower the other when mixing speakers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Otherwise, the X pattern doesn't work, right?
Within, yeah.
Yeah. Yep, definitely food for thought there. Well, hey, we got to eat. We're starving, and we have a crazy meal we got to make here. But anyways, well, hey, we know that there's a lot of other channels and a lot of other things you guys could be doing, and we appreciate the fact that you guys chose to spend the evening with us. I mean, honestly, we're honored that you're here, and we're very grateful for that. So thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate that. And the
Splon might be here Wednesday.
Splon might be here. It just depends on shipping, how long it takes. So as soon as it gets
Wednesday,
here,
maybe Sunday. But Sunday we're playing the community song.
Yeah. So get a hold of me. And if anybody needs that mix, I'll send it to them. And it might be so many people that we'll have to do 2 shows with it, which is fine with me too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's perfectly fine. But I'll be happy to do it. But we appreciate everybody, participating in that. Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna get our grub on. So every day's a gift.
Thank you for sharing yours with us.
Yes, we really appreciate it very much. So, all right, love you guys. We will see you all very soon. Keep your eye on the community section. I will be putting up a picture of the Splon when it shows up. So, all right, God bless you guys. Thank you again so much for being here, and we will see you all very